Hello, Aquarius. Bring it a little closer to the camera. I can't knock my shelf. All right. We got old lava lamp in the reading today. I don't really know why. The flowers, they just kind of want to chill, so lava lamp is going to take over action today. She's going to take on the camera today, so you can take your focus off of me and my wonderment. All right, this is for Aquarius. This deck I picked up, Seasons of the Witch. Pretty awesome deck, I'm not gonna lie. It's Yule season, so it's all winter. Speaking of winter, we got Father Christmas, who's graced us with his presents. How did I get here? Lost, perhaps? No worries at all. Gather yourself and clear the frost, for the good still lives in you, dear. Father Christmas, number 13. I am one of those people that think the number 13 is very magical. Ooh, we got Frost with 16. Ice cold melting in time, a frozen glance at what lies behind, what lies ahead, and what lies within, and the chilling frost of thy undead. Frost. And then we've got offerings. I give you my heart's intent, wrapped in gratitude and thankfulness, devotion in exchange for your presence. Here I am gifting my essence. What is going on, Aquarius? All right, let's read 13. These cards are fucking crazy, wicked awesome. All right, naughty, nice. Father Christmas. All right. What list will you be on this year, naughty or nice? Father Christmas, Santa Claus, Old Saint Nick, even Krampus are critical figures in holiday creation. You know these archetypes are jolly old men who judge whether we are worthy of gifts, if you are kind-hearted, or lumps of coal if you are terrible. You may have grown up and stopped worrying about getting gifts for the holidays, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't be mindful of how your energy manifests in the world. You are being guided to share a little kindness. Ask yourself, what would the best version of myself do in this situation? Keep in mind as you go about your day and see how simple the question can dramatically shift from perspective. Kindness costs nothing, but can reward you with endless blessings. Okay, so it seems like what I'm getting is as soon as I got that is it seems like somebody has been very generous, okay? That's why we're getting offerings. But they've been almost frozen in time. All right? So I'm kind of getting that maybe somebody has been poor here, but they still give a lot. And you're being acknowledged by the universe because of how much you've given. And it's not about giving money. It has nothing to do with money. I mean, it could, if that's what you do, if you give money, then it has something to do with that, but it doesn't have to, right? Divination and signs, okay? This is Frost. Winter offers a multitude of ways to practice divination. Puddles, frozen lakes, and icicles are excellent surfaces for scrying and finding answers to your most burning questions. However, frost isn't the only place to look for signs. There are subtle clues everywhere for those who are in tune with the universe. Frost has come to your spread to let you know that there are signs that are looking all around you. You are guided to a more awareness and you trust in your ability to read signs. Everyone is capable of being guided by the inner spirit, but you block these capabilities when you doubt little pings of wisdom that occur. If you see a butterfly and believe that is a sign, it is. The sign goes for colors and words that you hear throughout the day. Don't discredit yourself by ignoring these things that you feel as a confirmation to you. You may seem silly to you, and it may seem silly to others, and that's okay. Your illuminated soul is guided by a force that transcends a lack of faith. So what it's saying is, I kind of feel like somebody has to have more faith, because what you've been doing, the universe is watching what you're doing, and it doesn't matter if you're not getting if you're not getting gratitude from anybody. That's okay, because we live in a world now where nobody wants to give gratitude. Nobody wants to be thankful for things. They just want things. They feel like they're entitled to something, so then they just take it, and then when it's not there for them, they get pissed off, right? So I think you've been trying to find answers. Like, if you have been giving a lot, maybe you're asking yourself, why have those things not come around? I do think you are seeing signs, but you're not taking those signs as signs. Or you see the sign and then you doubt it afterwards, right? And then offerings, which is 24. She tried to kill herself by eating a whole box of poinsettias. There's a poinsettias card here, and I'm a Reality Bites fanatic. All right, keywords: devotion, exchange, and balance. I'm telling you, you did something. Did you finish what you start? Do you show what your commitment through devotion to your craft and self-mastery? Offerings are an essential part of magic. They show your willingness to commit to your art through sacrificing something, so your time, money, or idea you've held on to. For worthwhile things will require an offering of you. Perhaps to change careers, you will need to take a class to receive a certification. This is an offering of time and money, and may mean sacrificing your social life or time at home. You move to an exotic place, it means saying goodbye to your loved ones in favor of a new experience and adventures. Whatever you give up is replaced by something bigger and more aligned with your soul. Offerings remind you that you cannot take shortcuts on a journey to your desires. I was going to say dreams. You must be willing to put in the work and do what is required of you to manifest your dreams. Well, okay, I guess it was. So your desires turn into dreams, or you manifest your desires through the journey to your desires manifests through your dreams. Remember that a novice never becomes a master overnight. Stay the course and learn your craft. Stay the course and learn your craft. This message is amplified for you if Forrest has also appeared. Okay, it's just not. But Forrest is not here, but Father Christmas is here. So it's like these small things have been gathering. Okay, these things that you've been doing. It's somebody's noticing. Okay, every little thing that you do, somebody just crosses it off on their list. They don't say too much to you, they don't do too much, but they know that you're doing something. Okay, so let's see. I got these other cards today as well, and they're a type of steampunk, and I don't really like the illustrations very much. But they were called to me, so I took them. And anyways, we're going to see how they go, how they do. They're pretty nifty cards. Like, I already did a reading, so I'm going to see kind of what comes out. Like, what is this Father Christmas Frost and Offerings? What did this person do? Let's see. Let's see if they'll talk to us today. Okay, we got one. 7 of Submersibles. The Lost City. Yes, see, like, this would be the 7 of Cups. Oh, now we're getting a lava lamp glare. There you go. This is about the Lost City, okay? Finding the Lost City. So I swear, something that you think was hidden below, like, okay, that was like half the deck. Something that you think is hidden below is not. Ooh, there's the Inventor right underneath. I was told to get the card on the bottom, which is the Hermit. These things that you've been doing, they're hiding, okay? Everything is hiding from somebody, and I don't really know why. But the tower is coming down. Okay? So it's like something is going to voice its what the work that you've done, okay? Now we've got the 6 of Cups. All right, 6 of submersibles there, 6 of Cups, reminiscing. Again, this is about your past, okay? The tower is being taken down, your past. There's the 10 of Pentacles. The work is done. Every that's what it is you were on a mission, okay? And this might have been really lonely for you, especially if you've been single and you've been kind of a lone wolf for a long time. Like that means something. That means you've been working and you've been mission, and things aren't allowed to come into your life, okay, when you're on this path, okay, when you're hermiting and you're trying to find the inner light because you're doing your mission, okay, you have to do your mission. There's the King of Pentacles. This was what it was about. So now we've got the Hierophant, the Emperor, and the Knight of Airships, Knight of Swords. So okay, so some type of news is coming in. Okay, news is coming in. The mission is over. Okay, so I don't know what position you're in. You're thinking about the past, like, I don't know, man. I don't know what is going to come in, but something from your past is kind of like maybe you had to go away for a while and now your family's coming back. You could almost be getting married. This has been really hard for somebody to do this. Okay, it's very hard to stay hidden and still find a balance in that while working, you know, like when it's work. Like, do you know how many people that I meet that are basically traveling, like soul people? Like, they are on the road all the time. They're never home. Like, one guy I met last night, he's in a trailer in the back of his truck. Like, he spends time between this province and another province, and he just doesn't want to get an apartment. He had one, and now it's just he's never home, so he doesn't want it anymore. Like, there are people that have had to be alone, okay, because it's part of their mission to go around and to meet people and to converse with people. That's the whole thing, is about meeting people. The whole thing is about having people cross your path, okay? Whatever this is that this person has been meeting people. Okay, they had to discover something that was very hidden. They had to do very hidden work, and that hidden work kept this person very isolated and alone. But there's something about money. I don't know if maybe you at least were able to put a little bit of money away while you were doing this, which is nice. And some news is coming in. Okay, some news is coming in about some type of stability. That's what I feel like. The Hierophant, Horologger. I almost feel like the Hierophant is a man of the church, okay? But I feel like he's got the key to something for you. Like, I don't exactly know what's been created for you or what's been hidden from you from the universe, but it's like somebody goes home and that's the key to everything. Like, this has been a really long fucking journey. And like, that's what those cards were about, is somebody sacrificing. Like it said, like if you had to sacrifice for a career, if you had to leave home, you had to spend more time away from home, then it's like that's coming back, okay? Like that work is coming back now because you were isolated from people and you had to do something. But that was the whole part of it. And now the world has to come in. And like I do feel like maybe somebody has gone a little cold. and something is melting them. Okay? Because you do have to do a lot of work before the payoff. And now I think that there's a payoff with the King of Pentacles and the Emperor and the Ten of Pentacles. Like, give me this. What? I almost feel like here, what? It comes back from the past. Like, what about the past here? What about the Six of Submersibles? What is that about? Okay, so there could be things coming up where you think that this is going to last forever because it has lasted forever. And I think that you keep thinking that there's going to be another attack, and there could be, but that's life. It doesn't mean that you're going to still stay in the same energy, right? I do think that somebody, what is about this past is it changes from the Six of Cups to the Six of Engines, which is the Six of Wands. So it goes from thinking about the past to victory, to moving forward, to having people around you again. And that has something to do with this Ten of Pentacles, this family dynamic kind of situation, going back to some type of family, right? Or it's like, like stability comes back with someone's family, something like that. Because then there's this Emperor, which Four of Pentacles again. See, there you go. There's the train coming home, right? That's the what do we say? Four of Wands. That's a celebration, right? Where it's everybody gets off the train and they're ready to go, right? Everybody's there. Everybody's ready to go. It's a celebration. But now we've got, I'm wondering now about this, because now we've got this avatar at the bottom, which is the High Priestess. Is that what she is? An avatar? Avatrix. Okay. And so something is going to be hidden from you. Okay. And it's like an inner knowing. It's like, I can't say it all because you know the ending of it. I don't know how this ends, but you do. Okay. You know what this stability is about. You know your mission. And if you've had to sacrifice something, if you've had to go away for a while, then this is the return of something. Okay. This is your blessings paying off for work that you did that kept you from something. Maybe it kept you from family, or it kept you from starting a family, right? I mean, how are you supposed to have a girlfriend, or how are you supposed to get a boyfriend if you're never home? If you're always working, if you're always on the road? Like, trust me, I talk to these people all day long. They're like, I'm single. A lot are single. Some are married, and this is like their first job that's taking them away from home. Some of them have never been away from home. Some of them, that's all they do is go away from home. They can't have relationships when they're home because they don't work. Right? Everybody's different. Everybody's different. There's the Fool with the Wheel and the Fight. Six of Pentacles. There's the Balance and the Share. So I do think that like something is brewing for this person because of everything they did. It's like a new start is coming. Okay, that's the Apprentice, right? And this could be a change of career. Like maybe you're changing careers, and it's going to have to force you to go to school, and it's going to have to force you to give up a lot, right? Like that I could be reading your future, and you just don't know you're going to be going to school and how much sacrifice it's going to take, but the amount of sacrifice that you give is what you get out of it. Right? So that could be it. Like there's a time of solitude coming if it hasn't already been there. Right? And then the Tower comes. Like I do think that the Tower is here because there's been some type of stagnation in somebody's life. And that's why the Tower has to come, and it has to break that stagnation down. So this person can finally move on. Like the past could be staring this person in the face every day because they can't get away from it. And that's part of the journey. That's part of the mission. is the past repeating yourself so then you can help other people until you get out of it. And then that's your mission. And then once your mission's done, moves to something else, moves to something easier or something different, right? Teaching the neighbor how to cut your grass. And suddenly you become the gas master. Maybe you do become the gas master. I don't know. You're going to go fill propane up on people's properties. Actually, like, that's a pretty kick-ass job. I'm not going to lie. Like, you just have a gas tank with you and you go to people's properties in the countries and you go fill their gas tanks up. Like, that's pretty wicked. I'd imagine you probably get about $30 an hour doing that job. Again, might force you to be out. Also, I'm getting oil. Maybe you're thinking about going to like the oil fields, and that is going to be, you know, your I've also dated an oiler, so I know that they work 3 weeks and then they're home for 2 weeks, and then they work 3 weeks and then they're home for 2 weeks. And, you know, like, that's okay. Maybe, you know, your spouse, maybe you're going to be, yeah, that's another thing. Now I'm getting like the perfect storm, you know, like maybe you're a fisherman or something. There is a lot of sea action going on here. So maybe you're a fisherman, and again, you go for 2 weeks and you're only going to be home for a few days, then you go for 2 weeks again. I mean, the whole thing is that without sacrifice, we don't know what we truly want or need, right? Like, you have to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice something in your life, or you're not going to get jack shit, right? The world's going to be like, oh yeah, okay, you want me to move for you, but yet you won't move for a single person? That seems kind of fucked up. Right? You got to play your part too. It doesn't matter how much money you have, or it doesn't matter what position you're in, right? Like Father Christmas says, it doesn't matter if you don't ask for gifts at Christmas. What you do with your time here and what you do here on earth it still means something. You know, like you everything you do means something. It doesn't matter if you think you're on the naughty or nice list. It doesn't matter. Right? It's like, because I do think that people, they get that ignorant frame of mind where they feel like they're untouchable and they're allowed to do whatever they want. And it's like, yeah, in an amazing world, sure, anybody can do whatever the fuck they want. But really, like, you don't think that goes against somebody's morals in some way, or like human rights or animal rights or earth rights? Like, you know, you think you can just come and dump your shit everywhere like the world owes, like you're just allowed? Like, and you know, one way that I actually figured out an appreciation for the world is when I stopped flicking my cigarette butts on the ground. That was a huge, like, game changer, because I was like, why do I always feel like someone's gonna pick this up? Like, are the fairies, are the cigarette butt fairies gonna come around and pick up my cigarette butt? Like, this thing could end up in the next town over. It's called wind. Who the fuck is gonna come and pick it up? So I just started using what's called an ashtray. Right? I started, I don't know, flicking the cherry out and putting the fucking filter in my back pocket. Like, I started, you know, thinking about other things before just stomping all over them. And then that changed. And then that changed the people I hung out with, because by not just flicking my cigarette like everybody else did, it changed how people started to see me. Either I gained their respect, or they were like, look at this bitch picking her fucking cigarette butt up. Like, fucking hippie. Like, you know how many times I got called a hippie for just picking up garbage? And not even picking it up. I'm not picking it up. It's already in my hand. What do you mean picking it up? I'm picking it up. It's already in my hand. Why do I need to throw it on the ground? So I can either be an asshole or I can be a hippie. Right? Think about it. And like, that's what people can say to you. Right? Like that's how quick your perspective can change, by offering to not do something so petty and gross, like throw a cigarette butt on the ground. Right? Like, I mean, I don't judge anybody who fucking does it. I don't really give shit. Like, my sister does it again now. She's kind of over putting them in the ashtray now. And I'm like, good for you, man. I'm not going to judge you, whatever you do. It changed my perspective. Right? Doesn't matter what I think, in my mind, really, to everybody else's life. Oh, yeah, I meant to show you this one. Time machine. So you're going to a different time. I think that's where we are going to leave it off. Like, you know, I unraveled these cards and I was a little bit like, okay, come on, really? There's a reason why these things were $9.95, okay? But I love steampunk. I love that era. Plus, I deal with guys with trains all day. I love trains. I think trains are incredible. I appreciate trains and all that they do. And so I'm like, I'm steampunky. I'm a punk. I know what I am. And I don't really care. I can be a 40-year-old punk. I don't give a shit. Okay, I'm not trying to impress anybody. But I do when I had to take a liking to this deck, okay? I had to open it up. I had to see it because sometimes things aren't right there for you to see. They're not as visible as they are to other people sometimes, right? And sometimes there are called diamonds in the rough. And you have to look at a stone, an ugly stone, and then crack it open to see what's in there. And then there's this beautiful diamond, right? Like, we can't see everything on the outside. And when we're judged for things on the outside, like if you've been poor for a while because you've been having to do mission, or you don't have as much as everybody else because you've been having to do this whole other job that people don't even know about. People don't know about mission work. They have no idea that people have 2 or 3 jobs. Like, do you know how much work I did in my dreams last night? I was out cold for 5 hours. I woke up, and the work that I had done, I was gone. Like, you couldn't have been able to wake me up out of my body because I was not there. I was working the entire night. I got maybe 3 hours of sleep in the morning, which I then did work with somebody else from my physical work. And then plus I do this channel. And now plus I'm painting. Like, do you know how many jobs one person can have? And people are like, I'm a parent and I gotta go to work. I'm not gonna compare, but I'm just saying. Okay. Other people are like, okay, I got left with 3 single kids and my baby daddy took off. Okay. Now there's a fucking situation that you can say something. Anyways, I'm not even gonna say that because, like, that just pisses people off. I'm not going to try to say, like, one person's worse off than another person because that's just awful to say. That's stupid. There are people that are worse off than other people. All right. If we're going to be truthful and honest, we don't want to make anybody upset. So we have to say it nicely. Anyways, the time machine is here, which means the wheel is here, which means somebody goes from point A to point B, and I don't really know how it happens. Because it's a time machine. It's called magic. As you notice, I'm really starting to bring the magic in. Because I notice I'm fucking full of it. I can bring the magic in because magic is coming out my asshole for like, geez Louise. I can make magic if I fucking... But, you know, like, it also has to be contained and it has to be used and good and, like, whatever. Anyways, I'm going to leave it at that. What a great reading, Aquarius. Something's coming back around. Okay, something's coming back around. And it's because mission work is so important that most people don't do it. Or they don't know they have to do it. Or they don't even know it fucking exists. Or they just jump to the finish line and they think, oh, I don't have to do it. Oh. Yeah, well, I'd also love my shit not to stink, but you know. That ain't gonna happen. So, I'm not gonna fill my head with a bunch of bullshit thinking that I can make it not smell. All right. Anyways, what a beautiful reading. Oh my gosh, okay, we have one card on the bottom. It's called Reindeer Medicine. Journey into the depths of your soul, an awakening of sights revealed. It is time for no time at all, for all is presently here. Whoa, what a powerful card, eh? Considering he's got the moon in his antlers. Oof. Okay, like, let's read this really quick. Oh my gosh, my nose is getting so itchy because I'm so supposed to tell this message. Ring my bell, ring. Okay, inner strength journeys, fighting for your dreams. Reindeer are hardy and majestic creatures. Unlike other animals, they are the only ones who keep their antlers all year long, carrying them like crowns atop their heads. They've earned the right to feel like kings, but as the saying goes, heavy is the head that wears the crown. Reindeer make long migrations every year through the harsh conditions of the tundra. They face challenge after challenge, yet they prevail and even make friends along the way. Reindeer are known to be openly cheery and often form relationships with humans, despite the challenging conditions in which they live. Reindeer medicine asks you, what responsibilities are you willing to endure in the pursuit of your dreams? Goals take work, and even with the cosmic forces behind you, you will still face challenges on your soul's path, no matter how aligned you are to your spirit. Reindeer medicine has come to your spread to tell you not to give up. The challenges you're facing now teach you how to be stronger and more resourceful and find ways to face your fears rather than running from them. Stay the course, for you are on the path towards success. You may not see now with harsh conditions in your way, but you're so close to what you seek. This message is amplified if you also pulled candle magic. I did not pull candle magic, but I pulled candle magic in the Capricorn reading. So technically, that kind of does count. So the powers of this are amplified because candle magic was in the motherfucking reading today. It just wasn't another reading. So things are coming your way. You're powerful as fuck. And that's the message I wanted to give to you today. Thanks for joining me and lava. I've had this lava lamp for years. It's the coolest thing that is part of my life. It's so hot right now, I can't touch it, but this is my life. See you later. Peace out. Word to your mothers.